Scholes, your psychic medium host for this evening. I thought we're getting nearer to Christmas, so we'd make it a little bit sparkly for the Christmas period. And I hope you're all well. We've got, besides me this evening, we've also got Robert Lee on Tuesday with Angels at 7 p.m. And we've also got John with messages from the other side on Sunday at 9. So keep tuned into this channel. We've got lots of things happening for you, as always. And always we have the Ask the Answer team that are on the website, and the website is up there. Now, if you would like to pose a question, it's really easy to ask your question here on this Psychic Night. And because underneath me, you can see running down, is text Anne with your name and your question to 077 00152500, and your question will come up on my other computer and go into my messages. So hopefully we'll be able to pick it up. There are a few questions here already. So why don't you interact with me this evening? What are your thoughts? Are you ready for Christmas? Have you got all your Christmas presents? Have you done your wrapping? Have you chose your turkey? It's only the 11th of December, isn't it? I'm quite organised this year, which makes a change. So get involved, and we're going to first of all want to say hello to Anne-Marie Dixon. Hello, my darling. Thank you for joining us. And don't forget to share if you know other people that are interested in psychic stuff, then why not share this to your friends and family? There'll be a card for you if you share. So thank you very much. Right, without further ado, we only had a short show last week because I did have a chest infection actually. So I'm at the tail end of it now. So hopefully we'll have a very nice show for you this evening without me coughing and spluttering too much. So first of all, we've got Ellie here, and Ellie's already sent her question in. She sent it in the premium route, which means she gets extra time and an extra card. So thank you, Ellie, for doing that. And Ellie is asking, she says, "Hi, Anne, do you see some backstabbing at my work? If you do, how is it about me? Appreciate your honesty." So Ellie, I'll have a look at your work and see if there's anything you have to be wary of with other people around you. So let's shuffle some cards. Well, first of all, because you've come premium, we want an angel card. We want some protection for you, really. One of the good things to do, and this applies to anybody who works with a number of people, and it can be a little bit negative, is to put yourself in a bubble and just imagine that you are in a nice big bubble all the way around your aura. And then just when you visualize that, visualize you wrapping tin foil around it, shiny side out. So any negativity or anything coming towards you will hit your bubble and slide away. You can actually put nice coloured mist inside, silver mist inside for protection, or you could have green for healing, or pink to contain the love within your energy. So that's one way of visualizing against any sort of situation that you're in that you're a little bit worried about. So let's pull you an angel card. Oh, right. Okay. So yeah. So this is a card of intentions. Now, the intention card to me is not everybody singing off the same hymn sheet. This card talks about other people's intentions that are not as pure as yours. So with this, I would say you're absolutely right. There is some negativity being aimed towards you here. Now, if you look at the card, you see how she's in the bubble. See, just see it. There we go. She's in like an oblong bubble there, isn't she? So again, that's the kind of protection you need to put around yourself when you're in that kind of situation. So I will say I would agree with you that there's other people around that their intentions are not the same as yours. Okay, let's have a look in the cards and see if we can throw more light on it. The other way to deal with this is to say nothing. Don't engage with people, because if you're not saying anything, they don't know what you're thinking, and then they make the mistakes. So smile, big smile, and say nothing. Right, okay, let's have a look and see what's going on here. I feel there's two people here that are chatting about you or any situation causing this. And I feel that this is going to be sorted out. I don't feel you need to wait too long. Let me have a look and see. Yeah, we've got 3 here. I do feel it will be sorted out before Christmas. Now, I do have a gentleman around you. I feel it's a male and a female, but I also have another gentleman that you're going to be talking to about the way you feel in this environment. And I do feel he will be able to sort it out. He is somebody who seems to have the ability to sort it out. Now, whether that is your manager or whether it is somebody from HR, but it is. I do feel I've got a male here, and I feel that he will sort things out. He has the power to sort things out. This is only temporary. I do need to remind you, this is a temporary situation, and I feel as if you've endured quite a few things already with this situation. So, but it shows sailing away from difficulties, and it shows a celebration at the end. There we go. So I feel as if this will be sorted out, but I do feel there are two people in particular, and I do feel that you will be okay, and I do feel there is a male that will help you with this situation. So maybe you need to chat to somebody else higher up that has the power to sort this out. So we'll send you lots of love, darling, and keep smiling and rise above it. All right. Lots of love, and thanks for your question. Right. Okay. So let's have a look and see who's next. We've got lots of questions tonight. I'm just going to move this off my computer, my laptop, and we have Ellie again, but with a different question, because what we ask is to just send one question per text, and that way you make sure you get all of your, because I've only got so much time here. I will be logging on at 8 o'clock after this till 9, so therefore it should be, if this resonates with you or if you ask a question and it makes sense to you, then by all means give me a call. I will be on the website asktheanswer.com. My PIN number is 500 345, but I will be on there, and you will be able to come through and chat about a situation if you'd wish to. Right, okay. We've got Helen Duggan. Hello from Holmfirth. Well, Helen, Holmfirth is actually probably about half an hour from where I live, where the last of the summer wine was filmed. So welcome from Helen. And hello to Lynn Anderson. How are you, Lynn, today? Right, okay, so we're going to look at Ellie's question. She says, oh, wow, love. Yes, Helen, I'm not far from you. I'm in Lancashire. So I'm just over the border. Is it, excuse me, Holmfirth? Is that Yorkshire? Is it Lancashire? I'm very close to the Yorkshire-Lancashire border here. So I can't quite remember. I think you're in, is it Lancashire? I can't remember. But yeah, you're not far from me. Bless you. Right, going back to Ellie's, put another question in. And Ellie is saying, hi, Anne. Excuse me, there's my voice going. What do you see for me over the next 3 months? Any nice surprises or anything standing out? Thank you. She's the 18th of the 9th, 70. So she's a Virgo. And you can ask that question too, just over the moors. The dreaded moors, Helen, I know. So let's have a look, Ellie. Another angel question coming in for you. Card coming in for you, rather. Let's see. For the next 3 months. Oh, And the angels are saying they're sending support, they're sending love and support from all directions to help you move forward in what you're doing. They're also saying to you, don't try and do everything on your own. They're saying there are people to help you. When you say, oh, I'll do it myself because it's quicker. They're saying, no, don't. Ask people to assist you and help you because the help and support is there. Okay? So I like that card. Right, now let's have a look and see the next 3 months. Insight and guidance for the next 3 months. We're going to be busy. And interestingly enough, I'm using the tarot cards here for this. The first card out is to ask for advice. So I feel during the next 3 months, this is very much about looking for advice or asking for advice. You're going to get sound advice regarding a situation around you. And I feel as well, I want to say either you work odd hours or you will be working long hours. I kind of want to go with like shift work, or I'm not with your regular 9 to 5 here. And we also have new beginnings around you. So the Empress here embraces those new beginnings. She's all about nurturing. So you could find yourself in a situation where you have got a new love interest, a new work interest, something that is really taking you, taking your attention. But because it's something new, we have to nurture this. We have to give it a little bit more time and attention to get it to where it needs to be. And I feel there's a lot of nice family stuff here as well. We've got the 10 of Cups, and I want to say there's some nice family things going on as well. You may be are you working over Christmas? You might be doing some long hours over the holiday period. But this, when you talk about the next 3 months, says watch for new beginnings, okay? Watch for love and harmony around you, but nurture the new things that are coming in, because there are new doors opening for you. Or you could be starting a new project or anything like that as you move forward into the spring. So thank you so much for sending in your questions this evening. Just going to move that on. Right. Don't forget, if you want to ask a question, just take note of the pink band running across your screen, and you just text down your name and your question to the number down below, and it can go in with the other questions. Or if you want to upgrade and you want an answer tonight, then just if you go with the premium rate, which is £3, it will jump the queue. So if you don't want to wait till the end, or if it depends how many people are sending questions in, then jump the queue and you will get your question answered tonight. Okay, you get VIP priority. Yeah, okay. So let's have a look and see who's next. We've got Joanna next. So good evening, Joanna. And Joanna says, is there anything you can tell me in regards to my career and especially how my new role goes? I don't really like changes within work, with the workplace, but I know that they're coming. So what can I expect? Will I actually get on with my new manager? It's always difficult, isn't it, when you've got a change around you? It makes you feel a little vulnerable, and especially with the new managers, you're going to get on with them, that kind of thing. I know when I was worked in corporate, we had a new boss, everybody would be going, oh, what they're going to be like, what they're going to be like. And you know what? I just used to put my head down and let them come to me, and it worked every time. So let them find you. Let's have a look and see, Joanna, how you're going to cope with this. Joanna, you're very intuitive. Your psychic energy, your intuition is going to be very strong. There is a lot of chatting around this. So, somebody doing a little bit of rumour mongering, but don't listen to that, okay? So, how's your new role going to be? I love this card, okay? This says it all. I'm just going to hold that there. See that? And the Chariot is one of victory. The temptation to be pulled in one direction and then pulled in another direction by different people is there, but this lady sits at the helm and she's steering her chariot. She's looking straight forward. It's almost like she's got her blinkers on and she's charging her way through. So what it's saying to you is, in this new role, don't be derailed by other people. Don't let other people take your focus away from what you're doing, because by getting involved in that, you could be neglecting what you're meant to be doing. So it's saying to you, stay very focused. There is some training around you, so I don't know if you're doing some courses there as well, but there will be some learning involved, okay? Right, okay, so let's have a look and see. Now, thank you for joining. Don't forget to share to lots of people. That would be really good. We've been doing this a while now, and it's really nice. We're building up a lovely little community here, and that's the nice thing. You've got somewhere to come and ask your questions. And if you do get a question answered, please do give us a little bit of feedback, because it helps other people watching the show, where they're saying, okay, I'll give that a try. Okay, so we also have Gianna, is it Gianna? Excuse me if I pronounced it wrong, Armstrong. We're going to pull a card for you because you've liked and shared on Facebook. So thank you so much for liking and sharing on Facebook. I'm going to pull you a card. So let me get some of my other cards. Right, okay, let's pull you a card. What have we got? Okay, Gianna, here we've got the mandala. And the mandala, if you can see that, the light's quite bright, is about the yin and the yang. And you're being asked to remind yourself about balance. Balance in your everyday life. Balance around you, whereby you've got enough time to rest, enough time to socialise, enough time to work, and have it all sectioned out. So you must be over exerting yourself in one particular area, because when this card comes out, it's saying, let's get the yin and the yang back in balance. It's a little bit out of flutter at the moment. It might be that you're putting more hours in at work for whatever reason. Coming up to Christmas, you're busy. But it's saying, get the balance right and look after yourself. So thank you for liking and sharing on Facebook. Right, okay, so let's have a look and see what else. Don't forget to put your questions down below. You see the pink underneath? Just text my name, Anne with an E, and then your name, and then pop your question in. And there's the number 07700152500. And that also applies overseas, because I've just seen somebody saying, hi, Miss Anne. I'm from America, Minnesota. Welcome, I'm honoured. I hope you're having nice weather over there in Minnesota. I don't know what the weather's like with you at this time of year. Let me know. It's all rain and blustering gales here at the moment. So welcome. Right, so let's go to our next question. And this is, says, there's no name on it. It says, Anne, when will I meet my soulmate, and how will I know if he is my soulmate? Okay, let's have a look and see. When are you going to meet your soulmate? There are different definitions between twin flames and soulmates. For me, I say ask for a twin flame. The twin flame is the other half of you. You wouldn't need to ask the question. It would be a perfect fit, that you get on so well, you like the same things, you're cut from the same cloth, as we say. So let's have a look and see who's coming in around you and when. I do feel you've had some people in, I do feel you've had some relationships that have caused you quite upset, possibly the last one. There's a lot of upset around it. So let's have a look and see. A lot of arguments. What have we got here? I seem to be bringing out everything. So for the moment, the past upsets and difficulties you've had with relationships has been a process that you've had to go through to learn about what you don't want. So with that being said, it is about now you do know what you want. So put that out to the universe, okay? Let's have a look and see. I would need a bit more time. I'm not saying there isn't anybody crossing your path soon, but what I am saying, for that significant other or twin flame, I think we're looking into autumn next year. Yeah. I feel that's when things really start to change for you, where a big relationship is concerned. I'm not saying you're not going to have little sort of acquaintances in between, but I feel autumn next year is the best time when the real soulmate is coming in around you. So look forward to that. It's not too far away, to be honest. Okay, so there was no name on that one. Put your name on your questions, put your date of birth, and then I can work out your astrology even from that. Let me just clear some of these questions. Here we go. Right, we've got another premium question. So when you go for the premium rate, which is what you'll find as you ask the question, you go to the top of the queue, and of course we've just had another question in which has come to the top. So I have my priority is to go here first, and it's Ellie. So well done, Ellie. Lots of questions on her mind tonight. So let's give you a card, Ellie. She's actually saying, and how long do you see my current job being stable for? When do I leave? And will it be my choice, or will it be my employer wants to let go of me? Thank you. Right, Ellie, let's pull you a card first. Let's have a different card. Oh, we've got the travel card, and we've got the bird of paradise. Look at that. There you go. And this is such a beautiful card because you've got, see the colour, you've got the radiant orange there, which is all about the sacral chakra, which is all about creativity. And this is sort of, the hot air balloon is representative of, let's just go with the flow. Let's just see where this is taking me, because it's meant to be. Do you have a holiday planned, Ellie? Because I do feel as if this is very much about looking at going overseas. But this is also about letting go and just go with the flow, okay? Just go with the flow. So whatever's coming in is meant to come in. So let's have a look and see at your job. Do we see changing job? I do feel work will be hard. There'll be a lot of challenges, and you'll be feeling quite stressed. See what we've got here? You can see the orange again. There's definitely a connection to overseas. Do you work in the travel industry, or with your job do you move around and travel? But this is certainly overseas or holidays. Right. I also have some kind of promotion or new opportunity. So this is coming in with a new opportunity for you as well. Will your employer let you go, or will you leave? My darling, you will leave. You will leave because you will have found the right thing, because you are being offered something else. There we go. Okay. which is going to bring in a lot of stability and make you feel very appreciated. Look at that. This is all about status. So I feel that no, your employer is not going to get rid of you. If you're going to leave, then it's because you have looked for something else and found something else to go to. And I feel just let the universe bring its signs, because sometimes we get shown signs and we're not always aware. So you need to be quite aware of what's going on, okay, around you. Don't miss your opportunities. Right, okay, thank you to Ellie again for sending in that question. She came the premium route, okay. Oh, we've got more. We've got more, so you're getting the hang of this. Just move that away. We've got Maureen. So good evening, Maureen. You're a priority. You're a VIP. Maureen says, hello, Anne. Hello, Maureen. How's Saji S. Guy feeling about me? When do you see contact? Right, I've got some love cards here, so we're going to ask the love cards. How is Mr. Sagittarius feeling about you, and when will he contact you? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Mr. Sagittarius. How is he feeling about you? He's reminiscing, okay? He's looking back. He's thinking about the conversations you've had and what you... I don't know if you met up because it's talking about learning from the past. So he's in reflection at the moment. He's looking back at what happened and his time with you. Right. He's looking at his options at the moment. But he's still wanting that relationship. I mean, we've got here love. Look at that. So he did have feelings towards you. Let's have a look and see when he's going to be in touch. Mr. Sagittarius. When are you going to be in touch with Maureen? Let's have a look and see. Mr. Sagittarius. When is he going to be in touch? You need to stand your ground. Don't go texting him. There is a little lull here, so I do have a gap, but it's only temporary. There he is. There's the connection. Right, okay. Here is the contact. There's the Page of Cups, okay. And I don't know if you've known him for a while, because this keeps cropping up. Looking back in the past, old friends, that kind of thing. But I've actually got, this is all about 6 days. So there we go. It's all about 6 days. So what I would say is, should be within a week here. And timing can be a bit iffy, but let's have a look. Yeah. 6 days to 3 weeks. I like to put it in a bracket. 6 days to 3 weeks. He should be in touch. And there is a sense of a completion of this chapter with him, of the non-communication. So communication should come in. Yeah. So let's have a look and see. Let's move that on. There we go. Let's move these on. So I've answered quite a lot of questions so far. Oh, right. Okay, so excuse me. So if you want to ask a question, see Leslie Lewis says, but can I ask a question? Of course you can. Of course you can. Put your question underneath there. Text Anne your name, your question to 077 001 52500. and it will come through to me on my other screen. Okay. If you want it answered tonight, pick the premium route. It's £3, but it will go to the top of the queue, get answered as soon as is possible. You're the next in line, so to speak. Oh, Sarah says you can pop it on there. And introducing our lovely Sarah, who works so hard behind the scenes. She's moderating tonight, so she might be answering you as well. So we've got the lovely Sarah, who's our little rock behind the scenes. Okay, she probably said I've never been called a rock before. Call her an angel. Right, let me just see what we've got next. We've got Stacey, who's next. Got lots of questions coming at me from all over here. Stacey is next. Stacey says, I have a connection with someone called Joe, born on the 8th of October 1999. I would like to know when you will come back to live in the UK, and if we will end up in a committed relationship in the future. Right, okay, so he was born October 8th, so he's Libran. Right, let's have a look and see. When will he come back? And will you have a committed relationship? Where's Mr. Libra? Right, there he is. This looks quite nice, actually. I've got here, there is, now I have to say chance because the Wheel of Fortune. This is the card of chance. But we have got, it's kind of going, there's a very strong chance, but it still hangs in the balance. He should be back by 6 weeks. And there is balance there with the Libra card itself. And there is a very good chance here for a nice harmonious relationship with Joe. He has to sort out some issues around him, but I feel as if that's your starting point. Is it going to be a big relationship? Wow, can't get any better than that. There's a new journey there with someone who loves you and you love them. So away you go, girl. Away you go. Stacey, 6 weeks. That's what I've got. Okay, that's enough. Right, so we'll just work through more of these questions. We have Christine next. And Christine says, I am struggling with believing my partner has never cheated on me. It might be my intuition or some past fear, which I had before meeting him. We've been together for a little over 3 years. I would like to know if you're able to tell me if he has been unfaithful or cheated to me in these 3 years. If it helps, his date of birth is the 8th of December 1985, so it's a Sagittarian. It does help when you send their date of birth if you're asking about someone else. So let's have a look and see. 3 years. Okay. There's the love. So he loves you, right? Don't question that. He loves you. He's looking to the future, okay, with you. And he recognizes that you are the one. I can't see anything here to say he's cheated. What I actually feel, I feel this is coming from an insecurity within you. And as I link a little bit further into it, you know, when you get something that is so good and you can't believe that, you know, this is happening, we sometimes go into what I call a self-sabotage mode, in that we find fault with things or we do something to spoil it. And there's the sense I get with you and Christine in this is that it's almost like I can't trust this because it will all fall apart and I need to be prepared. But some things do go right, Christine. Um, don't self-sabotage this. And if you are feeling a little bit insecure, a bit vulnerable like this in a relationship, then talk about it with him. And I feel he will really reassure you. I don't feel he's cheated on you in the 3 years. I think this is because you've had a run of bad things happen to you, and now you're like, can't quite believe I've got this, and you know, I'm just waiting for when it happens. We need to get that in your head, because if you put that in your head and keep playing it over, you will make it happen. That's why we call it self-sabotage. So I think you need to relax, and I think you need to say, I deserve this. Turn that thought process around to, I deserve this happiness, and this is my happiness. Okay, hope that helps. Right, okay, let's have a look and see who have we got next. We've got Michelle, who is a Cancerian. What will happen in the next 6 months, please, regarding love and money? Thank you for your time and energy. Thank you, Michelle. That's a lot. I can look at a lot in 6 months. So let's just give you a general oversight, because I've only got around about a minute. Try to balance it out with everyone. But I will be logging on at 8 o'clock to ask the answer. I'll be on that website, so you will be able to get hold of me if you want a bigger reading. Okay, Michelle, you're Cancerian. I love this. When you ask him what will happen, the reason is because you can't see. See how the lady is blindfolded there, all right? We've got love. Are you in a loving relationship? Because we have love here. Look at that. Let's have a look. What the next 6 months, what it's saying here is for you to relax a little bit more and have some fun. I do feel it's a while since you've either had a holiday or been relaxed enough to enjoy life. But it's saying here we need to relax and enjoy life. You can feel very frustrated and get fed up with the obstacles that are in your way. But I do feel you have got the tools to get yourself out of this. As far as love is concerned, I feel you may have a few difficulties. Here's your man. There he is. I do feel you may have had a few difficulties, but nothing that you can't sort out. No relationship was 100% great all the time. So I feel as if it's about learning. We have to learn about the other person. They need to learn about us as well. But I do feel it will go well. As far as when it says love and money, I haven't got anything here to do with money in that respect. Apart from good conversations with important people, this could be to do with bosses and getting a promotion. And again, I'm overseas here with you. So I feel as if there may be some good news coming in regarding your work as to moving forward, which makes life a little bit easier because it's a little bit extra in your pay packet. Okay? Thanks for sending your question in, Michelle. Stop worrying about things. And we have Helen next. And Helen says, please may I have a reading? Concentrating on Dave. What do you see? What do you pick up on? I'm a Gemini, if that helps. Would have helped if you put Dave's date of birth on that. But let's have a look. Helen and Dave. Let's have a look. Okay, so Dave, I feel as if he is somebody that is quite chatty. I feel as if he can get a little bit, maybe sometimes a little over-involved in people's business, because he's a bit of a chatterbox. I do feel as if he worries about being let down in relationships. He's quite a strong, all sorts here, you've got all sorts in Dave. He's got quite a strong character. Does he move around with his work? Because I've got him either is it like a delivery driver or travels around with his work. But he is somebody who listens, right? You know, this is a maturity. And I love this mature aspect of the King of Cups because he's a listener, okay? Very charming still. But also he's coming into a time of being more balanced with things around him. He has been upset in the past and let down. Those things still show. However, he's moving forward from that. He takes on a lot as well. He's got connections with you. I feel Dave has had his eye on you for a long time, or thinks about you an awful lot when he's not around you. Okay, I feel quite nice with that feeling. Has he got to go away somewhere whereby you might not see him for a week or so? Please remember that is only temporary. And I've also got sporty things around him, so I don't know if it's just armchair sport or he actually does go down to the gym, but I've got quite a lot of energy in that as well. So those are the kind of things that I've got around him. But I feel mature enough to listen and work at a relationship, okay? Lots of love and thanks for your question, Helen. Right, okay, so don't forget, this week you found the channel. Pop in your diary. We have tomorrow night, Tuesday night, with the lovely Robert Lee, who's doing Angel Hour at 7 o'clock. And then we have John on a Sunday night doing Messages from the Other Side at 9 o'clock on Sunday. So we have got lots of different shows coming up. So stay tuned for all the different things you can interact with, be involved in our little community here. Right, okay, so we've got Sagittarius, Emma, and she's saying, I was wondering if you could do me a reading on love and career. Will next year be my year? That's a big reading, that, Emma. That's a big reading. Let me have a look and see the highlights coming out for you. What you have to do next year. Oh, some big changes. Right, okay. Next year, Emma, you need to invest in yourself. You need to take the time to invest in you, okay? It is all about you, all right? But it's whether you want to, whatever it is you want to be doing and furthering your career or furthering your knowledge, or anything like that. It is about investing in yourself. You may have to make some kind of sacrifice in order to do this. There is something to do with traveling here. You may find yourself taking a long haul journey as a holiday. I also say there could even be something around house move or change of address. I don't know if you've thought about living abroad. It feels quite big next year in many different ways. I'm not talking about love and romance, but I'm talking about you as a person, and what you want to do and are able to do next year. So I feel if you can invest in yourself, that anything you do next year will put you in good stead for future years, okay? But watch for travel abroad or change of address as well, okay? Lots of love and thanks for your question. Okay, let's have a look and see who we've got next. We've got Claire. And Claire says, I'm hoping for a bit of clarity on a person I had a relationship with and lived with up until June 22. I'm really confused about his intentions and basically want to truthfully know what is going on here. There, I should say. His name is Kev and his birthday is the 22nd of the 9th, 1968. So he's a Virgo going into, he's on the cusp into Libra, isn't he? Librans are not having a good time of it either, their energy there. Aquarians, Libras, and Geminis are the ones that are having quite a rough time of it at the moment. So let's have a look and see. What are let's have a look at what his intentions are towards you. You need some clarity. You need some clarity. Okay, so mixed messages. He's not 100% sure of himself on his connection with you. I feel a little bit immature. I feel as if, you know, if I really wanted to button this down, he needs to, you know, stay committed to you and believe in you and believe in himself. But the belief is missing. So for some reason, he's not making that 100% commitment. He's open to talking more about things, for sure. Let's have a look at him. What's coming out around his star sign. Right, my darling. There's going to be a lot more talking with him. He's going to come to you and talk more openly. It's all a little bit sort of full on. He's got a lot of vibrancy, a lot of energy here. But I do feel that he is just so drawn to you. He's just not 100% made his mind up. But the magician here says there is some magic that the two of you can spend some time talking this through to a satisfactory outcome. He's just not ready for the full-on commitment thing. I think he's a little bit scared of it, if I'm honest. So I would say you will get your clarity. You will get the chance to talk about things. I think you just have to go a little bit slowly with him. Well, how slowly can you be? You know, you're going to say. But there will be a chance to discuss things. And quite soon, too. I've got in one day, 1 week, 1 month. Okay? So I do feel you will get your clarity from him. Just stand back from it. It's just he's mixed up in his head. Just not quite ready yet to make that full-on commitment. Right, okay. Let's have a look and see. We've got Mary next. So hello, Mary. Mary says, I feel lonely at the minute and feel ready for romance again. There is a man I like. Can you see any signs of romance here, or should I look for someone new to me? Okay, let's have a see. Mary, I haven't got your date of birth, darling. Let me just see. No. What should Mary do? Is the person that she's interested in going to pay her any attention? I feel as if he's just stood on the outskirts here looking in. There is a good friendship to be had there, but I feel as if there will be more conversations around Christmas, and I feel that then will give you the cue to maybe take things forward. So I feel now is not the time, but I do feel in a couple of weeks that there will be, it depends what you want, Mary. Someone maybe just once or twice a week to go to the pictures, share good times with, when there's a companionship, that kind of thing, for the first off. And I do have that potential here with it. There you go. And I love it when I get the Lovers card. So again, I feel this is slow. I feel Christmas time is when the real talking starts. And there could be a date here after that, looking at the card. So it does feel as if it could go somewhere. But it's a little bit slow. But take it slow, okay? We're not in a race. Lots of love and thanks for your question. Right, okay, so let's have a look and see who else we have got. And we have Nicolette. So good evening, Nicolette. Nicolette says, I love reading over Christmas and into 2024. What options do you see, Anne? Air babe. You're an air babe. Right, love it. Right, Nicolette, let's have a look and see. Love reading over Christmas and into 2024. Love reading. What's coming in? Ooh, success, fun and frolic. Somebody finally realizes that you are the one that they want. Okay, and here we have the Chariot, and this is about two people pulling together. Okay, it's about not looking around, not allowing distractions to get in the way, but the two of you coming together to move forward. And if you look at the two cards that come out for you here, it's all about movement. There we go. It's all about movement, direction, moving forward, success. And they're the two. There's someone else beside you there, charging into 2024. So I like that. And making decisions about what you want to be doing together. And it would be quite quick. I would say if there's nobody around you, you meet somebody, it will be a very fast relationship, and there's celebrations. So good times ahead, right? So I feel you're going to have a fun Christmas and a great 2024, but it will be quite fast for sure. Right, so let's have a look and see where are we now. We've got 5 minutes left. I've got time for a couple more questions. Let's see who else we've got. So you kept me really busy tonight again, as you always do. Thank you. Let's have a look and see. Jane says, hello, Anne. I have recently met a guy a couple of years younger than me, a Virgo. Do we have a future? Nice, short, sweet. Jane, do you have a future with Virgo man? Let's have a look and see. If you can get his head out of a spreadsheet, of course. Right, okay, so the Empress says it all. So it says here, this has got longevity. This could go the distance, right? New pathway. Was he around you, went away, came back again? Because I've got, if not, there's somebody coming back in around you. Well, there he is, Mr. Virgo again. There he is. I do feel he's quite solid and secure. I do feel he's very secure in himself and what he believes in and what he wants. He's quite a traditional man. He likes things done in a very traditional manner, so don't take shortcuts with him. So I do feel as if that has got, oh, lovely. Empress, no, Hierophant and Empress, which is Mr. and Mrs. in my book. So I feel you have got a really nice future with this guy. Okay, good luck with everything. Right, let's have a look and see who else is here now. There we go. Got Janet. Hi, Janet. And Janet says, will I ever sell my retirement home? Thanks. Right, okay, Janet, let's have a look and see. Will you ever sell your retirement home? You are stressing unnecessarily about this, okay? What we need to do is let the universe take care of this. Let it go. So, when we say let it go, we talk about, it will happen when the time is right. It will happen. Don't try and force things because this isn't meant to be forced. All right. I do have you seeking professional advice about the property again. You maybe change estate agents or something like that. It's like I'm revisiting how it's presented. either the way it's being sold, does the narrative need to be changed in some way? It's kind of like I'm refreshing all of that. And yes, you will. And there's your house move. Whee! Okay. So let me have a look and see. It's being sold to a male, actually. I'm just trying to find a time in April, by April, because I've got the 4 months of the Tower, 16 weeks, and I've got April with the Emperor. So that's all the authority stuff that goes on. So, and then you're away, off you go. So April, my darling, is when this will get sold. All right, lots of love. Thanks for your question. And then we've got time for one last one. And that is Natasha. Natasha says, feeling anxious recently. How are things going in work? Or generally for me? Okay. Let's have a look, Natasha. So things should be moving quite swiftly. New contacts around you. You could be taking on some new projects around your work. But there is success and you are being applauded here. So you're being recognized for what you are doing. You're a definite asset to your workplace. So I feel as if you, there's a celebration here too, like this. Let's have a look and see. I want to say that things will, if you, I think things are going to be fine for you moving forward. I think you just need to keep your own counsel for a couple of weeks, keep things too close to your chest, don't tell too many people about your plans. But I do feel as if things sailing away from difficulties, and also talk of more money on the table for you here as well. So it feels quite good. So I'm not necessarily worried about you at work, if I put it that way. That would make more sense. Right, so now it's 8 o'clock. I'm going to sort of move over to the phone line so you can come through and get a full reading with me if you wanted. Or if you still wanted to ask me a question, that's fine. It's been a great evening. Thank you for joining. I'm here next week. I think that's the last one before we shut up for Christmas and come back in the new year. So, yeah, and tell people about it through the week. Get your questions answered. It's always a privilege answering your questions because you've trusted me with your innermost emotions. So I respect that and thoroughly enjoyed having you on here. So from me, have a wonderful week. Be positive and let the universe deal with the things we can't deal with. And take care of yourself. All right. Lots of love.